What's at stake for Modi and his rivals in India's local polls? More than 150 million Indians began casting their votes in local elections from Tuesday, giving Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Hindu Nationalist Party and its rivals an opportunity to test out strategies before nationwide polls in 2024. The local elections, to choose legislators for 5 states, will allow Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party and the Indian National Congress to flesh out the issues likely to resonate 6 months down the line with the majority Hindu voters nationally. The results of the elections will be released December 3. For Modi, a sweep of the 3 states in India's heavily populated north will energize his campaign for a third term as Prime Minister next year. Opinion surveys consistently predict a win for the 73-year-old leader in the federal elections, but the results will determine if his party will keep ramping up what critics have called a divisive Hindu nationalist strategy. On the other side is Rahul Gandhi's Congress Party, which needs to hold the 2 northern states of Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh and wrest away Madhya Pradesh from the BJP. A scion of the Nehru-Gandhi dynasty, Gandhi wants to build momentum after leading his party to a victory in a state election in the country's south in May. Why are state elections important? The local polls give a sense of the public mood before the national vote and are often a testing ground for the main political parties. They get to sharpen their rhetorical attacks, build up resources and hone in on their policy platforms. Regional parties are a major consideration here. They govern the states of Mizoram in the northeast and Telangana in the south, and the BJP has been constantly trying to make inroads with the voters there. In recent years, these regional parties have grown in power across India. The BJP and Congress will likely have to renew alliances with these groups before the general elections in order to expand their influence. There is a caveat. Indian voters tend to cast their ballots differently in national elections than state polls. The BJP has a mixed record in assembly elections, but it has won most of the parliamentary seats in the past 2 general elections. What are the main parties doing? The main battleground is Madhya Pradesh, smack in the country's Hindi-speaking heartland that the BJP dominates. The party has been in power in the state for 3 terms and faces voter fatigue. The BJP has brought out senior leaders from Modi's government in New Delhi to contest in the election, including Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar, which political experts say is a sign of panic within the party. The BJP is also using a time-honored strategy of leveraging Modi's own popularity to build support. He has hit the campaign trail in the state, inaugurating railway projects and a gas pipeline among others. Congress is also bringing out the heavyweights to campaign in the state. Gandhi, who failed to defeat Modi twice in national elections, is leading the charge. He needs to showcase his strength in an alliance of opposition parties, which came together earlier this year and is widely seen as the biggest threat to the BJP in the past decade. Why is caste becoming an issue? The BJP uses religious identity politics to win over voters, insisting that India is first a Hindu nation. This has allowed the party to solidify its grip on power over the past decade and given it leeway to introduce government policies that critics say discriminate against minorities, particularly the Muslims. Congress is trying to break that hold by bringing up concerns about the caste system, an ancient Hindu code of social division that defines, for example, how people earn a living and whom they can marry. The party is accusing the BJP of favoring upper caste Hindus over those in the lower rungs who face discrimination and violence, which it denies. Gandhi, in his speeches, is linking India's unemployment to caste discrimination and is calling for more affirmative action in jobs and education. BJP officials have accused Gandhi and his Congress party of trying to divide the country further. There is certainly more caution in the BJP camp. They are trying to ensure their vote bank of different castes are not alienated by promising, for instance, to appoint a chief minister from a lower caste if the BJP is voted to power in Telangana. What about the economy? Congress and the other opposition parties are arguing that still high unemployment is a major blemish on Modi's economic track record and on his claim on transforming India into one of the world's biggest economies. Inflation, which remains above 4%, is another issue for voters. Both parties have made a whirlwind of poll promises, ranging from cash payouts to laptops for students and loan waivers for farmers. While Congress promised a subsidy on milk if voted into power, Modi announced a decrease in cooking gas prices.
To get more videos, like and subscribe my channel.